Hiya guys, can I just say, just reviewed this beer. Not overly happy with the review if I'm totally honest. I did waffle on way too much. I've gone to the fridge because I had 4 of these beers. I thought, right, I'm going to top it up, start again, do a shorter review, this, that and the other. And it turns out that I've tried reviewing this beer, and I think this is the 3rd review of it that I've tried. And I've now drunk all the beer, so I've run out of it. So unfortunately, you poor chaps and ladies out there are going to have to just put up with the video that I'm going to put up. So hope you enjoy it, and let's get cracking. Welcome back guys, thanks for joining me for another beer review. As you can see, we've got a guest on the channel today. We've got a cat that is rather jealous. I'm going to try and stop her from sticking her bum in your face, but say hello cat, say hello, say hello. Not very impressed. I do apologise if she ends up swinging her ass in the camera. Right, beer review, let's get on with the beer review. Now, this beer is from a brewery that I've only had one from before. And they come to my attention from Chris from Beer Dog Reviews. And to be honest, the can artwork really sort of caught my eye, and I decided to order some. So we are looking at a beer now from Better World Brewing Company, and this is their Eagle West Coast IPA. It's coming in at 5%. It's in a 440ml can, and if you bought this individually, they were charging £4 for it. But if you start buying boxes of, you know, the cases that they do 8, 12, 24 and 48 cans in a box. Yes, cat, can you move your ass out of the way? Thank you. So yeah, the more you buy, the cheaper it gets. And because I'd looked on their website, I had a £10 off the first order. So what this one actually come in at for me was £1.66. I managed to get 24 cans for $39.99. That was posted as well. So, great artwork. I've reviewed their Wolf Lager, which was nice. I'm not going to lie, I've had a couple of these already. Not now, that's me tea repeating on me, but I've tried it already. Now, I don't have a better brewing glass, so I'm getting the old Wildcard Brewing Teku glass out because I've not used that for ages. And I've got a very restless cat. Will you sit here, please, cat? She just wants a bit of fuss, doesn't she? So let's stop waffling. Let's get this beer open, get it into a glass. Let me tell you what we get, or what I get anyway. Hope you're all well. It's a grey, miserable day where I am. Which is never nice, is it? But hey ho, is what it is. I've just put a fresh review up of a brand new Stonehouse beer. So if you're local to Oswald Street, they've just released a new beer. Baz went down there today and picked one up, and I've given it a review, so go and check it out. Anyway, let's tell you about this review. Beer in a glass. Lovely sort of hazy, sort of orange colour, isn't it? Very hazy orange sort of looking colour. Got a few bubbles going up the side of the glass. About a finger of mix and match white head. Looks, for me, I'm going to say that looks like a typical sort of New England. Shall I do that? Is that any better? Yeah, it looks like a typical, not New England. We're not on New England. We're on West Coast IPA. Let me move that camera back because the old light's doing its thing. Never set up very good, am I? Yeah, it looks like a West Coast IPA. Says give it a swirl. Dive in with the nose. There is some left in the can. I did have the can upside down for a bit. You get that piney resinous sort of aroma. Bit of grapefruit in there as well. Hoppy. Smells like a West Coast. I mean, is it as punchy as some? I've had a few West Coasts, and I don't claim to be a West Coast expert. Out of all the West Coasts I've had, I'm going to say this is sniffing like a middle of the road sort of one. But that don't mean it doesn't smell nice. So let's give her a little top up. and we'll go in and have a taste. Cheers, Chris from Beer Dog Reviews. Thanks for making it, bringing the brewery to the forefront of my attention. I don't know what I'm saying, do I? Cheers. Okay, I have just had a spicy pizza, so that's probably not the ideal preparation maybe, but I don't know. Medium sort of body. It's not massively heavy. Again, it's 5%. You wouldn't expect it massively heavy, but I'd like to a little bit more body to it. But it's not terrible. It's not watery. That's by no means. Carbonation is there. It's minimal. It's not a very gassy sort of beer. Lots of little bubbles, I would say, in the background. It's pretty smooth. If it's a little bit heavier, I think it would feel a little bit smoother. On the taste though, and that's what it's about really, isn't it? Pine, resinous, grapefruit, even some grapefruit sort of resinous in there. Or resinousness, if that makes any sense. Probably not, no, of course it wouldn't. But what you do know, you know that's not artificial. You know that's all from the hops. You get a nice hoppy taste. It's got a nice bitterness on the back end, which is what you expect from a West Coast. And it's still sort of lingering. It's not massively bitter, but it's quite a strong bitterness, and it's still there. Still getting that 5%. Oh, pardon me. Bazza's burping beer reviews, I should call it, shouldn't I? 5%. I'm going to say that bitterness gives it the feel of a stronger beer. There's certainly plenty of flavour in there for 5%. Pardon me. At least the cat settled down. It's got all the traits of a West Coast IPA. If a little bit toned down. I personally, alright, it's 5%, so maybe for a West Coast it's on the lower side of what a West Coast sort of ABV should be. A lot of the ones that I sort of think of sort of coming in at about 5.8%, something like that, 6%. They're a little bit higher. So for me, the body, I would like a heavier body, but like I say, maybe the ABV is part of that. A little bit more oily resinous from the pine, I would like. A little bit more of a punchy pineness to it as well, maybe a little bit more grapefruit. So, but it's got all that in there, but it's just a little bit muted. It's a decent drop. If I paid £4 for it, would I be happy? I'd probably feel a little bit underwhelmed, to be honest, at £4. But at £1.66, you definitely can't complain. It's doing what the style should do, if just a little bit. You know, it's lacking maybe 10% or something on it, but no, it's a decent effort. It's certainly not a bad beer. There's nothing nasty in there, but sometimes you can just tell where that little extra bit is, and this, for me, just lacks it a little bit. But it's a decent beer. So Better World Brewing Co.'s Eagle West Coast IPA, 5%, and like I say, 5%. You can't really complain at that. So that could be me being harsh, but yeah, Eagle West Coast IPA. It's a decent drop. It won't be the best West Coast IPA you ever have, but it's certainly not the worst, and it's well worth trying. So if you've had it before, Let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. If you're thinking of trying it, give it a go, because it might well be just up your street. I mean, we all have different tastes, don't we? So give it a go. Let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Hope you all enjoyed the video, even though I have waffled. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.